In this podcast, we will look at quadratic equations and solving them by factoring. Again, if we use factoring on our quadratic equations, they're going to be in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, and c are integers, are positive and negative whole numbers, and 0, but we don't want our leading coefficient to be 0. Again, we say certain quadratic equations because not all quadratic equations are factorable. For example, if we consider the expression x squared plus x minus 6, we could factor it into x plus 3 times x minus 2. If we set it up as an equation, we can set the quadratic equal to 0. Therefore, in factored form, we'd have x plus 3 times x minus 2 is equal to 0. Let's look at how we might solve this equation x squared plus 6, or x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. The first step is always to set it equal to 0. Therefore, we can see if we were given the quadratic x squared plus x minus 4 is equal to 2, we would first have to subtract 2 from both sides to set it equal to 0, giving us our original equation of x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Our next step is to factor it completely, and we saw that x squared plus x minus 6 factors down into x plus 3 times x minus 2, giving us 0. Our next step is to apply the zero product principle, which states that if two terms are equal to 0, then either the first term is 0 or the second term is 0. Therefore, when we have x plus 3 times x minus 2 equal to 0, either our first term is 0 or x minus 2 is equal to 0. Next, we're just going to solve for each of our linear equations. If x plus 3 is equal to 0, then we can subtract 3 to get x is equal to a negative 3. Likewise, if x minus 2 is equal to 0, we could add 2 to both sides to get to x is equal to a positive 2. Then we can always verify our answers. Therefore, our original equation was x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. If we substitute in a negative 3 for x, we want to verify we get 0. Negative 3 squared is 9. 9 plus a negative 3 minus 6 more is indeed equal to 0. If we substitute in a 2, we'd get 2 squared plus 2 minus 6, which is 4 plus 2 minus 6, which is indeed equal to 0, verifying our results.